One time a client came to me insisting that she needed to break up with her boyfriend right then, right there. It seemed like it was coming out of nowhere, but she seemed really certain of this. So I asked her why there was this sudden urge to break up with her boyfriend, and she said it was because she felt embarrassed of him and that wasn't fair to him. He deserved to be with someone who was proud to be with him, and she needed to end things. So I asked her a few more questions, and she began to tell me a story about something that had recently happened where she was out to lunch with him, and he was not in his most put together condition. He was wearing sweats. He had not shaved recently, and they ran into someone that she knew who was from kind of the nicer part of town, who had all the designer clothes, who sort of represented the cool girl. And my client felt this urge to almost hide her boyfriend from this woman. And as she realized it, she felt really confused and she felt a lot of guilt about it. Why am I doing this? Why do I feel this way? And as we unpacked this more, we realized that my client actually felt 12 years old in that moment. She didn't feel like her normal self. And this woman actually reminded her of the cool, mean girls back when she was in middle school, who were not only judgmental towards her, but also towards her mom. And she really loved her mom, so it made her so sad that this dynamic was always happening. So rather than feeling like her 50-something-year-old self in that moment, she actually felt 12 years old, and this urge to hide her boyfriend from this woman was really her trying to protect her mom from the judgment of the cool girls when she was 12 years old. At the end of it, she realized that she wasn't actually embarrassed of her boyfriend, and she didn't want to break up with him. She was just triggered, and she was flashing back to an experience previous in her life. Because the way that we attach to our romantic partners is similar to how we attached to our parents in childhood. So when you have attachment triggers come up like she did, you can have really intense feelings that feel true, but actually aren't about that situation at all. And instead are your nervous system remembering an experience from long ago. And learning how to tell the difference is key to being able to trust yourself in relationships in order to read situations accurately and to stay rather than sabotage healthy relationships. I just recorded a new episode of my podcast, Becoming Secure, that talks about how to know the difference between anxiety and intuition. You can find it on Spotify and Apple.